라라라라 하이요 하이요. 자, 가봅시다. 이건 뭔 또 그지 같은 게 들어왔지? 아, 하하, 광고 뭡니까 광고. 방송 키자마자 광고가 그냥 훅 들어버리네. 어처구니가 없네요. 스톤 우드 저택은 분명히 그랜드 사라이에 있다. 그리고 다리와 언덕 위에 있는 교회도 기억났다. 저택은 그 근처에 있을 것이다. 그럼 그랜드 사라이가 여기 있고 다리가 있고 교회가 있고. 다리가 있고. 이쪽에서 한번 출발해 볼까? 나 전혀 이상한 데로 왔는데. 이쪽인가? 오케이. 여기 다리가 있고. 저 집이 아닌가?
Hey Sherry, there's post here,
여기 맞네.
and it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
우리 형 마이크로프트의 편지. 셜록, 이 편지가 네 손에 들어가지 않았으면 좋겠구나. 이 편지를 읽고 있다면 그 말 같지도 않은 짓을 해버렸다는 뜻이니까. 과거는 과거일 뿐이다. 옛날 일을 더듬는데 시간과 기운을 쓰는 것을 좋게 말하면 어린애 같은 방종이고 나쁘게 말하면 병적인 나약함일 뿐이야. 폐결핵의 말로는 아름답지 않아. 네가 뭐라고 주장하든 너는 보지 않는 편이 좋았다. 아마 지금쯤이면 어머니의 마지막 안식처를 반복했겠지. 이걸로 네 성급한 충동이 충족되었을 거라 믿으며 당장 런던으로 돌아가길 바란다. 과거로부터는 등을 돌리고 미래를 믿는 것을 도울 시간이다. 영국은 네가 필요해.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's investigate our manor.
That's the Mycroft I know. Predictable.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Come on, yeah.
Move aside. Perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something. Hey, is anybody at home? Hello?
Why does this barn give me such an unpleasant feeling?
Oh, I know. It's because Mycroft used an axe to shoo you out of here. It scarred you for life, but I enjoyed it.
아하, 마당. 저 이런 데 놓지 않냐? 있는데?
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry? I have so many ideas.
설마 열쇠를 찾는 게 아니라 창문을 찾는 거야? 여기서 막히면 안 되는데요. 되나요? 가나요? 여기서 어떻게? 이리로 못 들어가나? 어이씨 망했다. 의외로 파쿠르가 되는구만. 아니 뭐가 없잖아. 칼이라도 들고 올까? 뭐야?
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
이게 표시가 안 됐는데 표시가 됐네.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, oh, very precious. An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more details.
표시가 안 뜨네. 여기 있다.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was?
수갑?
I bet it was our reward.
No, we were not so lucky. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother. Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. Felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Ah, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days. Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
아, 정신적인 문제였어?
Home sweet home, Sherry.
홈 스윗 홈. 경매 안내. 7월 20일 스톤우드 저택에서 공개 경매가 열린다는 소식을 전달드립니다. 모든 품목은 홈즈 가문이 소유하던 물건 중 가장 최고만 엄선되었으며 전문가들이 평가했습니다. 물건들의 진품 여부는 확인되었습니다.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say?
여기 집을 쓸 수 있는 거야 이제?
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
시가도 있고.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
이거 하나를 더 봐야 돼. 바이올렛의 죽음에 관한 기사. 스톤우드 저택에서 벌어진 비극. 시거 몰란드 홈즈의 미망인인 바이올렛 홈즈 씨는 어제인 1869년 4월 9일에 집에서 예상치 못한 죽음을 맞았다. 그녀는 20살 아들과 10살 아들 둘을 남기고 세상을 떠났어. 아들 둘을 남겼다고? 조는 상상 속 친구 아니야? 아들들이 스톤우드 저택에 계속 머무를지는 불분명하다. 홈즈 부인이 저택을 매입한 지는 겨우 1년밖에 되지 않았다. 폐결핵을 하다 건강이 좋지 않았음에도 불구하고 홈즈 부인은 코르드나 앨리스들의 환영을 받았다. 그녀는 높은 소명의식을 가졌으며 재능 있는 여성의 깊은 직관력, 남성의 의기, 성자의 근면함, 그리고 풍자가의 해악을 지닌 사람이었다. 고대 유물 전문가였던 그녀는 진위 감정이 있어서 권위자가 되었다. 경찰은 저택에 도착한 후 조사에 착수했으나 더 자세한 사항은 공개하지 않았다. 그녀의 사망 원인은 현재 알려지지 않은 상태이다.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like déjà vu.
데이자뷰.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
SJ?
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
이거 존의 정체를 밝히는 이야기 아닐까 이거? 아이가 둘이 있었다고?
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
마이크로프트가 보낸 편지. 동생아, 지루하다고 게임을 하고 싶다고 했지. 네가 관심을 가질 만한 게임을 하나 고안했다. 내친 김에 이 세상에 대해 몇 가지 교훈도 알려주고 싶었어. 네가 그토록 아끼는 동전 수집품을 잠시 빌렸다. 그리고 섬 곳곳에 눈에 띄지 않는 장소에 하나씩 숨겨두었어. 이 편지에 그려놓은 기호와 첨부한 지도가 눈에 띌 거야. 네 임무는 표시된 위치에서 똑같은 기호를 찾는 거다. 근처에 다다르면 동전을 찾는데 도움이 될 힌트가 들어있는 금속관이 있을 거다. 동전을 모두 되찾는다면 나에게 와서 무엇을 배웠는지 말해다오. 네가 퍼즐을 얼마나 빨리 풀 수 있는지 궁금하구나.
Oh, no, 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 no. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
동전 수집. 지도에 표시되어 있다고 하는 것 같고요. 다락방이 있다고? 여긴가? 이게 쿨타임이 있구나.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
피아노도 있고.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it? Mycroft's umbrella. The only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange. I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning. Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it. This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her.
위로 올라간 것 같은데. 뭐 아무것도 없는데? 아, 여기 있다.
There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination?
재구성을 합시다. 아, 존은 여기 있구나. 이건 마이크로포트가 있다 그랬고. 이렇게인 것 같은데요? 이 할아버지 누구야?
Your neighbors will be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs, go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
코르도나 도착. 우리는 비 오는 날이 이른 아침에 도착했다. 셰리의 어머니는 힘이 없어 휘청거렸고 셰리가 또 어머니를 도와드리려 했다. 마이크로프트는 짐을 처리하는데 매우 진지했다. 셜록이 어머니를 도와 일어나게 해드리려는 걸 보고 그는 셜록에게 우리 방으로 올라가라 지시했다. 마지막으로 도착한 사람은 의사인 오토 릭터였다. 그는 이웃들이 바이올렛이 앓는 병이 폐결핵이라 믿을 거라고 말했다. 셰리는 그때 어머니의 기침 소리를 들어본 적이 없다는 걸 깨달았다.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
존이 왜
I'll be
휘청거려?
okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
이제 존의 정체를 밝히는 건가 봐.
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
One of John's first pictures. I think this was supposed to be Mycroft. He really has improved his skills since then. This brings back memories. We used this old diary to keep track of our adventures. I think it was my father's. John, do you think we can visit some of the places mentioned in the diary for old time's sake?
Why not? Nothing like a stroll down memory lane. Note down the places you'd like to visit, and I'll add what I remember of them.
Need to repeat
Yeah.
this one day, but with bullets. Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
총이 있다.
Interesting. What's that over there? This doorknob has a cross-shaped N. Too intricate to be merely a
다락방
handle.
다락방문인가 보다.
You know
열쇠인가
what?
보다.
That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me. So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana. A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people? Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes, we visited him several
Remember.
times while living here. Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours, they were half mine too.
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure. Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we? I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
기억의 궁전으로 가라고? 다정한 이웃. 마이크로프트는 어머니의 죽음에 관한 진실을 숨기고 폐결핵으로 돌아가셨다고 나한테 거짓말을 했다. 어머니의 사망에 관련된 기록은 없지만 우리 가족의 친구는 코르도나에 있었다. 그가 뭔가 알고 있을 수도 있다.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
그리스 다리 근처의 집에서 살았다. 그리스 다리가 이 다리 아닌가? 이 집인가? 아, 여긴 집이 아니요? 큰 집은 여기가 하나 있는데
Wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
빌딩이다. 왜 무슨 일인데?
Destruction and trampled ground.
어이씨 깜짝이야. 우리 이웃이요?
whole gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship. A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. A sa- It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding.
뭘 봐야 되는 거야?
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed. Oof, a contortionist you were not. A kneecap reduced to splinters. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off.
뭐야? 끌려온 작업을 봐야 되는 거 아니야? 왜 체크가 안 되지? 있다 손. 이렇게 범위가 좁으면 어떡해?
A missing pinky. Middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilder.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police. Didn't we get to fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today.
길든이 왜 죽었어 근데?
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
그래서 여기서 끌려왔으니까 끌려온 건지 기어온 건지 뭐하냐 너?
This is quite comfy.
A strong pull broke this leash.
목줄이라고?
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
어른 코끼리?
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless. Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
뭐야, 사구사야? 사구사라고 해야 되나 이거를?
A royal suite for a favorite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
코끼리가 치우한 거야? 그래, 코끼리가 나간 거지. 이건가? 밟힌 걸까? 이게 한번 더 찍어보자. 목이 부러지고 다리가 부러지고 그럼 이게 맞는 것 같은데?
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
What's happened? Who is it?
여기서부터 발자국이 없네.
Who is it?
Is this familiar to you?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Nice to see you.
Can I ask you a question?
No one listens to us, so why should I listen to you, oofbird?
You obviously haven't thought this.
이번에는 옷장에서 이거다. 이망인 이상가.
Or
Are
just
you
annoying
able to
these
help me?
people on
I would
purpose?
like to help a companion in misfortune, but I know nothing about this.
Look who's here.
선원이면 아
He was certainly under pressure.
이렇게 화면 딱 돌렸다가 딱 오면 없네. 이쪽이 부서졌으니까 이쪽으로 갔을 거란 말이죠.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't answer questions by your sort.
하하 모르겠네. 어 뭐야?
This elephant is quite clumsy.
아, 이 부서지는 적 따라가면 되는구나.
What's up?
Is this familiar to you?
Nah, never come across anything like this.
Hello.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, brother, I've never heard of this.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
How do you do?
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
있다. 뭐냐 너?
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
집중하는 중이다. 목격자를 찾아야지 살인사건이 아니라는 걸 증명할 텐데. 집에서 코끼리를 키워. 이거 아닌가?
Strange. It was hung with care. The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
잉크 묻은 편지. 테오도르에게 같은 섬의 주민으로서 이 편지를 쓰네. 나는 우리 시민의 생명을 귀하게 여기는 만큼 우리의 우정도 똑같이 귀하게 여기지만 안타깝게도 일방의 우정은 더 이상 내 손을 묶어둘 수가 없을 것 같군. 나는 지금 자네 이웃들의 눈에 나약하게 비치고 있네. 자네는 그 나무를 화해의 선물로 생각했지만 그들은 조롱이라고 여기고 있지. 사람들은 두려워하고 있어. 자네는 그 코끼리에게 적절한 훈련사를 붙여주길 거부한 채 본인의 한정 지식만으로 가르치고 있어. 대단히 곤란한 상황이야. 솔직히 말해 그 코끼리를 강제로 테일 하트 씨에게 보낼까도 생각해봤어. 그는 코끼리 빈을 꽤 잘 돌보고 있으니까. 물론 그 암컷 코끼리는 자네의 짐승보다 훨씬 덜 위협적이지만 말이야. 부탁이니 상황을 다시 고려해주게. 코르도나 총독 윌리엄 싱클레어.
Wanna go for a swim?
테오돌은 열쇠 꾸물하기를 찾았다. 그럼 집으로 가봐야 되나? 집 안으로 들어갑시다. 뭐야, 시간 경과도 있었네. 뭔가 엄청나게 많다.
Gosh, what a mansion.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
이건 옷을 갈아입어야 됩니다.
Why do I get the worst jobs?
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you. Find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
남의 집에 만들어 들어온 거는 아무 신경 안 쓰네.
What happened?
모든 걸 말씀해 주세요.
Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
That is a terrifying experience, Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
증거를 제시한다.
I have to leave you for now.
뭐야, 옷이 왜 이렇게 돼 있어?
She packed as much as she could carry.
침을 왜 쌌지?
So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales. The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think.
이거 뭐야?
A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
마주카. 이 사람을 찾아야 되는데.
The nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life.
Relatively
손가락이야?
functional choice to replace the finger. Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
Did Theodore seek some pink elephants with this?
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured. I think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt.
그냥 사이가 나쁘진 않았던 것 같은데. 갑자기 흥분한 이유가 있는 건가?
What's so special about this place? Another elephant? A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen.
아 이거 진짜 찾기 어렵긴 하네 진짜.
A catchy title. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around.
상하 욕탕?
Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling. From before Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution.
코끼리의 남자 코르도나 크로니클. 부유한 지역 주민 테오도로 길든이 유랑 서커스단에서 인도 코끼리를 구입했다.
His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say.
다 들어본 것 같은데.
Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
여길 가봐야 되는 거 아닌가? 좀 물어볼까? 어이씨 깜짝이야.
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something ancient.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat. Father believed that it might replace traditional ambergris.
Well, that's true entrepreneur spirit. I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Oh, well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit. These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
못 봤다고?
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
사는 게 힘들었다.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
많은 서류가 오갔으면 시청에 뭔가 기록이 남아 있겠죠? 얼굴을 타는 요트 선수다. 공격적이 한 적이 없다. 다른 사람을 못 봤다. 아니 근데 요트면은 요트면은 충분히 저런 칼을 가지고 있을 수 있지 않나? 피해자의 시신에는 심각한 구타 흔적 및 치명상으로 이어진 다발성 손잡. 아, 그러네. 이게 들어 올렸다는 거면은 어떻게 보면 구하려고 했을 수도 있겠네요. 구하려고 하는 행동일 수도. 유트클럽. 시청이 어딨더라. 여기 가야 되는 거 아닌가? 여기를 어떻게 가냐? 시청에 있을 것 같긴 한데. 동사무소는 없니? 동사무소는 없나 봐요. 이쪽 길, 큰 길로 쭉. 길로 쭉 타고 갑시다.
He's even been putting it.
몰라.
He's even been putting it.
뭘 잃어버렸어?
He's even been putting up posts.
말 신나냐 왜? 여기서 오른편. 와, 예전엔 길거리에 이렇게 말이 있었던 얘기잖아. 우리나라는 모르겠지만. 여긴가 시청이? 여긴데 여기 후문인 것 같죠?
Does it look remotely familiar to you?
Should it?
Concentrate, Sherry.
Are you lost, sir?
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course, but in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
어디로 가야 되냐? 아카이브. 대상, 사업체, 시대. 영국인가? 직업. 구역, 올드시티. 올드시티 맞는데? 법률 문서가? 여기 있다. 길든 앤 스위프트 유한에서 등록증, 등록 통지서. 코르도나 총독의 권한으로 이 증서는 1877년 6월 21일부로 길든 앤 스위프트 유한회사가 등록되었음을 기록한다. 상기 기업의 등록 사유자 및 창립자인 테오도르 길드는 자금 및 로마의 변두리로 알려진 부지를 제공한다. 창립 동업자인 아서 스위프트는 자금 및 고고학자로서의 자문을 제공한다. 본 기업의 주요 목적은 코르도나 올드시티 방벽 넘어 바자가와 아르나우트가의 교차로에 있는 유적에서 고고학 연구를 진행하는 데 있다. 단독 소유자 화면에는 이로써 역사적 가치가 있는 미발굴 유민의 소유권을 가지는 대신 고고학 연구에 자금을 제공할 것에 동의합니다. 창립 동반자 사명인은 이로써 모든 학문적 발견의 독점 발행권을 가지는 대신 발굴 현장의 미발굴 유물 소유권과 최초 발견자의 권리를 포기합니다.
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
오래된 기억은 지금 중요한 게 아니야. 로마의 변두리? 올드시티 바자가와 아르나우트가 여기 어딘가 본데 점에 대충 찍고 또 뛰어가야 돼? 가보죠 거기. 다리를 이쪽 다리를 건너는 게 낫겠네.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
보물찾기. 이게 다리가 있어야 되는데. 여기 이제 올드시티죠. 여기 좀 길이 되게 복잡하다. 이렇게 가는 거보다 이거 뭐냐? 성벽 같은 건가? 와 복잡해. 여기 그냥 큰 길 따라가. 큰 길 이쪽 없나? 큰 길 따라가 그냥. 파워차. 뛰는 게 제일 좋아. 여기서 이쪽. 임맘 자일 모스크. 뭐냐? 이게 바자가거든요. 바자가를 쭉 따라가면은 나오겠죠. 배수로가 정 중앙에 있네.
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty
여기냐?
roads. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
Perhaps. Did we find something at the top?
거의 다 왔다.
From day to night, I don't see. You're being an eyesore. No entry for you. From day to night, I don't stand. Recruiting non-rebellious. From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for...
일꾼을 모집하고 있다.
From day to night, Aiden stands there. You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
어떻게 찾아야 되는겨?
From day to night, Aiden stands there.
Are you able to help me?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Can I ask you a question?
I'd help you if I knew.
이게 아니야?
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for the dig. From day to night, Aiden stands there. From day to night, Aiden's... From day to night, Aiden...
이건가? 발굴 현장 입구. 고용된 사람만 발굴 현장에 들어갈 수 있다는 사실을 들었다. 아이디라는 남자가 서쪽 끝 지역 올드시티 시장에서 새 일꾼을 모집하고 있다. 아이디는 목에 흉터가 있고 친영국주의 일꾼만 찾는다. 여기구나. 시장으로 가야 된다고? 아 진짜. 여기 중간에 그거 있다. 카라반 세라이.
The market square, beating heart of the old city.
I wonder if they still sell that hen in the Turkish delight on the corner.
Nice
Oriental
affordable
rugs
clothes.
at a good
Step
price.
right up.
너구나.
Sir, kind sir, might I steal your attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural-born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
오케이. 다시 뛰어가야 되냐?
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Don't pass by. Welcome, welcome.
아 이거 진짜 큰 길 따라가는 게 답이다. 너무 복잡해 길이. 가자. 따라 파워차. 칠삭. 가더라 파워차. 왜 애들밖에 없냐는데 여긴. 이제 절반 왔나?
Stop loitering and get inside.
야, 감사합니다.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Can I ask you a question?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what? And dressed as what?
너냐?
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Archaeological treasure. You're hoping to find something priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
I'll help you. That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully, then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything, always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
관찰한다. 망가진 안경. 팔꿈치의 멍, 새로 난 상처. 지식을 탐구하는 자.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find. Don't touch anything here. Get back to work.
A plan for this whole operation. This reminds me of my father's room.
티투스 레모니우스의 무덤이 발견됐다.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Let me warm my bones here.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Oh. Or two.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more. Do you know anything about this?
I like you, friend, but I can't help.
여기가 어디지 그래서?
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Smith?
Who knew archaeology could be so exciting?
Exciting is certainly a word.
좋아요. 오늘은 여기까지 합시다. 좋아요. 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다. 뭐가 많다. 네, 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다. 아침에 하니까 좀 피곤하네요. 이따 저녁에 봐요. 오늘은 저녁 방송 할게요.